We are recording. Okay, hi folks. So just want to do this quick tutorial on how to do stories. Okay, so we use stories in a number of ways. We use them on Messenger, you can use them on Instagram. And what I've found over using them over the last 5 months is that they create a lot of interest in what we have with CFX. So we can share things like our daily percentage returns, we can share our end of week returns, we can share our end of month returns. You can share just day to day, your lifestyle, because it's really important that you create that bond with everybody that's watching the stories. And the more you do it, the more consistently you do it, the more you'll start to see the numbers of people that are watching your stories every day increase. And this is what this is all about. This is about sharing, because sharing is caring, right? And all we want to do is share like that. Francis, good one. All we want to do is we want to share the results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and you'll see, you give me a thumbs up when you see this, Francis, will you? See that all right? Okay, so here you can see, this is my my phone. Okay, let's see if I can X out that background. Oh, no, I can't. Hang on a sec. Don't want that one. Okay, bear with me. Too many things going again at once. Okay, so this is the screen we want. Oh, there we go. I can max it. There we go. Okay, so this is my phone. Okay, so what I do when I start creating a story, I start with Instagram. Okay, so if you haven't got an Instagram account, very simple to do. Just go in, go into your App Store or your Android Play Store and download Instagram and create an account. Now, you don't have to worry about necessarily developing an Instagram account. It's just a lot better to create stories inside Instagram because there's more functionality. So I'm going to go into my Instagram account and you can see the people that I share, I follow. This is my buddy Colin. I'll have to go and give him a call later and see how that's going. But you can see, so I've got 8,831 followers. Now, I used to do a lot of work on Instagram. I used to use Instagram all the time to share my businesses and to share what we're doing, but I haven't really used it a lot recently. But like I say, this is the best place to come to create the stories. So what you do is when you open your account, you'll see up in the top left, you've got my face. Okay, oh, someone's coming in, Alan's joining us. So you'll see up in the top of the screen is my face and it says your story. So if I press, now this is the difficult part, I'm going to press and hold my face. Okay, so I'm pressing and holding, and up comes add to your story. Okay, so you click on add to your story, and it now brings up the camera. Now, obviously, I don't want to do a story of me particularly, but you see down in the bottom right, you've got the gallery, these little pictures right down here in the bottom of the corner of the phone. So I'm going to click on that, and that'll bring me to all my recent photos that I've just shot. Now, what we want is we don't want my night out on Saturday, because that's strictly between me and Saturday night. But what we do want to share, for example, is our results from this one, the 30th of July. Okay, so I've just clicked on the picture and it's loaded it into the story creator. Now, I don't normally put the date. I get rid of that, and all I'm doing is I'm touching the date and I'm dragging it. See, I'm dragging it down to the delete, to the bin, gone. Now what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to write some text. So I'm going to click the AA in the top right of the screen, and I'm going to say the 30th was Thursday. Okay, so this is just for an example for this this training. So Thursday's results are in. Another amazing hands-free return for our members, for our global members, let's say that, global members. Now, at the top, obviously, you can change the text. If you see this little box, the A and the plus button, you can click that and you can change the different text backgrounds. You can just play around with this, okay? You can change the positioning of the text by clicking the one next to the colored rainbow circle. I forget the technical names for all these things, guys. So you just have to play around with it. And then obviously, sorry?
Formatting.
Yeah, and then the color. So if you want to change the color of the text, now you can change it to whatever you want. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, when you click done, this is what it does. It automatically positions it in center screen. Okay, so I don't want it in center screen because you can't see anything. So I'm going to press and hold it. And now I can drag it anywhere I want on the screen. See? So I'm going to put it up the top. I may pull it with both my fingers. I'm going to pull it apart a little bit to make it bigger. I can position it how I want. I can do it smaller. You know, I can do whatever I want with it. That's how you do add some text, right? Everything clear there?
Got a question, John.
Yep.
When you post something like this, you don't have to put the disclaimer up. Is that right?
No.
Okay.
No,
so when it's a monetary.
Yeah, I mean, on stories, it's not too much of a major issue. Oh, what's going on here? Let me reconnect. One. Right, just bear with me. I've just disconnected for some reason. And I'm still getting my head around this AirDroid system. So I'm going to scan the QR code and sign back in.
Hello, Francis.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Very jealous of your home.
Oh, you can come stay, love. I'll go somewhere cooler.
Okay.
We mean if I turn up, you're going to leave. Okay.
Right, so hopefully I'm back to mirroring.
Oh, sorry, John.
No prompts. Oh, crikey. So I'm still getting my head around this AirDroid. Oh, why is it that?
It's all right, John. I've got plenty of wine.
Okay, mirroring. Connecting to device. Here we go. Right, so we go back to where we were. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, someone else is joining us. Juliet's joining us. Okay, so that's where we were. Next step. Okay, now next step is you swipe up from the bottom of the screen. Swipe up, and you'll see you get all these options. Okay, so you can add music. You can add. Right, now let's mute people out. So you can add music. You can add location. You can add everything. Hashtags, GIFs. You can add polls, questions. Just play around with it. It comes up with some automatic suggestions as well, but we don't use them. So for next one, let's go for a GIF. Okay, so I tend to use a lot of GIFs, like let's say a dancing GIF. Okay, so obviously we're all dancing with enjoyment of the fact that we're getting all these results. So you see what I did there? I just basically typed in the top, dancing. The GIFs came up. I've selected this one. Oh, let's do that again. My fat fingers are getting in the way. Okay, so I'm selecting that one now. Oh, we've got two girls. Don't need that lot. All right, let's get rid of them. So I'm going to once again position these. I'm going to drag it apart to make it bigger a little bit. Okay, yeah, looks all right. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to add some music. So I'm going to hit the back button. It's going to go back to my menu. I'm going to hit music. And now it gives me all kinds of tunes. Now, if you know what tune you want to use, you just simply type in the top and you type search your music. You can choose whatever you want. So let's go. I do love a bit of James Brown.
It's not copyrighted?
No, this is all fine. This is all done through Instagram, so it's absolutely fine to use anything.
Great.
Okay, so let's go for I Feel Good. Right, let's turn the volume down.
Brilliant.
So you can hear that that's now playing. Now, I don't want that again, Mr. James Brown. I don't want that here. So I'm going to hit done. Now I can drag that around anywhere I want. And what I always do is I tuck it well away so you can barely see it. Okay? So you can see, now this is what's happening now. So on my phone, All right. So that's that created. Now, if I'm happy with that, I can hit the send to button down in the bottom right. Anything else? Sarah, does that cover everything you wanted to know about?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks, John. Just got to replay it and take it a step at a time.
Obviously, go through it a couple of times and you'll
yeah, thank you very much.
This is the important part. See, in Messenger stories, you don't get all these music and GIF options. It's a lot less. It's a lot more limited, which is why I prefer to create my stories here in Instagram. So I hit on the send to, and you'll see that I'll get my menu come up of where I want to send it. So I'm obviously going to send it to my Instagram story. That's the top one. Click that. That's gone. I also have highlights on my Instagram channel. Remind me when I've done this bit, and I'll share you how they show up. So I've got highlights on my channel, which is automated income, free Bitcoin, Saturday. I forget what I call that one, but I always put it in automated income. So I had that. And then the Facebook story. So that is the one that goes to Messenger. Okay, so this one here, as soon as I hit that share button, that's now gone to my Facebook Messenger. Okay, so I've now created one story. I've sent it to Instagram. I've sent it to my my highlights, and I've sent it to my Facebook Messenger story. And then, because I tend to send it to a lot of people personally, I can, if I choose, just send to 35. And my people that I send it to on a regular basis, who I'm keeping in touch, I can do that as well here in Instagram and send it to those people. That has got to be done cautiously. I've sent it to some people that have got not annoyed with me because we're friends, but they said, look, John, just stop sending it to me. and I've just said, yeah, fair enough, I apologise, no, I won't send it. But these guys have asked me for information, and these have all got Instagram accounts, so I do send them updates as well. And then as soon as that's done, you just hit the blue button down the bottom, the done button, bish bash bosh, it's gone. So now I can check out what my story looks like on Instagram. I just tap my face, top left corner. You see the one that I posted the other day about my son's birthday, and then it will load into the next one, which is that one that I've just created. Okay, so that was Thursday, last Thursday's results. Music's playing away, and that's there. Now, let's take you back to my Instagram page. So, story highlights show up here. Okay, so you can create stories. You can see the new, you can create that and it shows up on your Instagram account. That's something you can do if you choose. If you've got a large following, it's probably worthwhile doing that. It's not essential. Okay, the main reason we're doing it in Instagram is that we can share it in Instagram, we can share it in Messenger stories, and we've got more functionality here. So now let's go back to my Messenger and go to my Messenger, go back to my menu, and you can see your story. So there's one I did last night with me and Jasper, and there we go. There it is. Okay.
That was going to be my question to you on a PM. How to do this on there. Now I know.
Do this where?
What you just done exactly. I was going to ask you before you did this live.
Yeah.
I got in before you, Francis.
Yes, it did. It did.
Well, I know a lot of you guys have been asking about this for some time now. So that is primarily how I've created my stories. And you'll see that, so you can see down the bottom corner, 74, 75, 76, 78 people watched my story with Jasper running around the field last night. Okay, and so for example, let's say, for example, that is a CFX results post, and you've got however many people, right? And it will grow over a period of time. The more you do it, you can open up. You just simply click on the faces, and it opens up all 78 people that saw that story. So let's say this is a CFX story, shared your results, and you've got all these people that have watched it. You've got Ian and Roger and Don and Stefan and Richard. They've all loved it. So I could go, I know Richard isn't involved yet. I could go to Richard now. I could click on Richard, and I can send him a message. Right? I could say, hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? I haven't spoken to you for some time. I see you watched my story and sent me a love. I just wanted to say thanks. And you just start that conversation, okay? And you can do that every time. You know, you can keep an eye on who's watching. Mrs. Bone was watching as well. But you can see if there's any new faces that are showing up in your stories that people that you can actually go and connect with, and just say, yeah, thanks for watching my story. Did you like what you saw? Or, you know, is it something that might be of interest to you? You know, we do daily presentations and I'd love to share it with you. Okay. So that's the power of messenger stories. It's not invasive. It's not an invasive way. It's a very gentle way of sharing what we're doing and helping people to actually see what we have in any business. But obviously for this video, it's about CFX, right? So
how long is the video? It's 20 something seconds, isn't it?
Well, you can time it, mate. Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I think they're around about 15 seconds.
15 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Stories are also good because you can see what other people are doing. I mean, there's Justin's, we've got Gordon's, we've got Linda. I'm just scrolling left to right here. Okay, and I'm just going across Roger and Mikhail and Lawrence and Joseph, and I'm seeing what other people are talking about and what other people are doing. Okay, and if there's anything that I think, oh, you know, I want to get in touch with them. There's Jace sharing last month's results. So you can do that as well. You can just pull the whole stories across and on the top and see if there's anyone that you're particularly interested in chatting to. Okay, so and then you can go and click on their story and, for example, see what Stefan's done about CFX, and so on and so on. Okay.
Good.
So hopefully that does the job, guys. I'm going to stop the recording. If you've got any questions, feel free to get back to me, or just go and rewatch the video. And hopefully this has been of great use to everyone.
Yeah,
Get sharing those stories.
Yeah, brill, mate.
Get sharing.
I mean, I have done